I was very excited to pull the Furia card, and then after the game I was a little less excited, but hopefully we'll see what they do today. A lot of good things going for both teams. It's going to be almost a perfect, indeed perfect start for Gladiators. 7 seconds in. Max, you going to turn one in.
And you love to see it with just the tackle right off the bat, just past the halfway point, halfway mark, and a great way utilizing the airspace on the Gladiator side so nicely here and setting up very dangerous chances.
And there's the bump, wide open net. That bump off the backboard, you saw it coming. Brilliantly executed, and that's a tie game.
Very brief discussion about physicality on the desk before the match. You see it come to bear some fruit. Most optimally is here again. Really tough fight for Abs Crazy. It's card one-on-one, and Maxu, huge stop coming out of the net.
That was pretty smart from Maxu because it wasn't really guaranteed that was going to come across, but Kaio going to get it in the end. Furia back up by 1.
I mean, that whole play started when Abs Crazy decided to go for the mid boost instead of challenging that ball, and that gave Furia possession in their half. Yeah, it was a great for Furia. Now we've just passed the halfway point. Kickoff chances, rebound out to LCT.
There it is.
The bump, and now we're all tied up again. Gladiators respond.
That is LCT's first goal. Welcome to the major. Glad to have you on the list. You couldn't ask, just get big. And Gladiators locked in.
Gladiators definitely earning some respect here against Furia.
Now Kaio up to Card. Card.
What?
Threatening the bump. Did Maxu get bumped as well on the retreat as we take another look on the replay?
I'm pretty sure there were 2 Furia players.
Yeah,
no, wow, maybe. But
all 3 Gladiators players. Furia, the shot from Card, that will be saved. Now another shot. Yan putting Furia up by 2.
Not fair. I mean, this is just great positioning. Yeah, Card just going to float out here to the side. He knows the shot can only go one way, but it's actually Yanks who's following international level of competition, right? Because there's something to be said for, you go out, you win your region as one of the best teams in APAC, and then you have to come and play against some of the fastest, most difficult to defend offenses in the world, and you got to make a small adjustment. And there's definitely a little bit of room of improvement here for Gladiators as Furia open up game 2.
And again, just a lot of space here from Furia and just not getting to the ball from the Winter Major. I think there's higher expectations for them, not only by fans, but from themselves, right? With the performance that they put on. They expect to push top 6 again. And right now, well, they're on their way. They get their second here against Gladiators.
And this is a tough ball to defend. You see Card, the back pass, LCT thinking maybe he's got some time, but doesn't. Maxu retreating back, needs
a tragic team bump. I mean, I like the idea, the little backflip into the ball, regain possession, and then everybody on Gladiators is thinking, quick, it's time to go, and then you just give one up with 3 seconds left, and that's just stretching it where you don't really need to. You're trying to make something happen, and you end up just getting in each other's way, and a little bit of a collapse. Definitely going to put a sour note to these plays, starting to try and really pressure that Furia defense. But here's the problem, you give a lot back the other way, and you get punished.
Oh, Card with the royal flush on this one. Tap past the defender, get the backboard read. That was, even on that last play, that bump on the Gladiators player, that was a double tap ball. You saw, looked like the first touch was good. The Gladiators showing some life, showing some promise, but Yan is showing clips.
He's putting him to sleep.
That's a pretty good flip reset, and what, to make matters worse, got on top of the ball.
Fluid motion, how quickly they can get that Card turned around underneath the ball to get that flip. So good at disguising it. Now another goal, bar down. Kaio will put this one in. Furia up 3-0.
And what can you do if you're Gladiators? We've talked about it. They're a little bit outclassed here, especially in the speed and mechanics department.
This is for possession.
Yeah, and around 1, trying to keep it close, gets it around, Card, wide open net, and Furia keeps baiting in the Gladiator defense and then dribbles around him.
And Gladiators, again, very, very willing to move downfield so quickly and just not able to get back in time. The counterattack.
Like, Gladiators have definitely figured that out by this point. The next stepping stone is, okay, we're also getting beat on the challenges, and you're just able to pull it off the goal line, but the positioning from Furia, yeah, all right. Put him to sleep.
shot after shot, punch after punch. I mean, a great save from Abs Crazy, but then you got someone else from Furia.
Furia has actually done so well here in this game is each individual player has created so much chaos on the Gladiator side that they don't really have to stretch out between offense and defense. There's another one for Kaio, a hat trick for him, 6-0 for Furia as they're running away here in game 3.
And then you saw that double commit LCT creeping out into the middle, not necessarily the wrong play, but you're the last
well placed.
6-0, a blowout in game 3. Furia not pulling any punches.
7? Well, card. That's what? Is that for this game? I think that's for this game.
Do you Brazil?
Nah.
As a Brazilian team?
Nah.
You don't do that?
That one
To
stinks.
go. Furia, a stunner of a game 3. Will we see
Oh, that's not even fair.
Yes, we will. Kaio with 4.
So what?
Laps all around.
But why do you say that, Achieves?
It's not fair because how do you defend it?
Yeah.
You throw it off the backboard 3-4 times.
He could have scored.
He could have scored. And they're just like,
well,
no,
everything's working for us. It's kind of just a confidence boost for them, especially when they went up against KC, we're only able to put up 1 goal.
This was our first elimination match of the day, and it's Gladiators who will be taken down
This
by...
is a great chance for them to get the ball rolling. In fact, there's a bit of pressure on Oski there. Torsal's able to keep the ball alive, but vacating the area. Third man not able to follow up.
We know how quick Liquid can be. A Chronic started off yesterday incredibly well. He looks to do the same this time around, Turtle. A Chronic for me, for as mechanical as 2 teammates have been, Power as well, it's very much about just trying to find that balance, because we saw Liquid, once things started to go wrong for them yesterday, they struggled to put it back together. Oski taps it down. What a play! Team Liquid 2.
Oski. We've just been talking about him all game 1, and he's going off the ceiling to get the drop down pass to a Chronic.
Struggle to adapt. The big thing here for Power is getting themselves into a position where that is a problem, and this might help. Tosses shot. Doesn't need any help. Make sure he finds the target.
And let's see how Liquid are going to handle this one, because that was not ideal. We saw a double commit from 2 of their defenders, and a clean beat by Power Call to express they're saying upfield. That's a great little cut there from Atto. Oski didn't even read it, but he's still able to adapt and get onto the play. Atto double tap, just going to sneak it in with a lovely recovery. I think a bit of laughter here from a Chronic, because that was certainly a chaotic play. Oski just ended up in the perfect position after underestimating what his own teammate Atto could do.
This is my one big worry.
Effectively, if you can't find a way to get out, whether it's 50s, passes, or something, anything but a soft clear is good. But once again, Liquid are just too quick in the back corner.
How do you even get this into the midfield without pinching it across? It requires
may have helped.
such a delicate touch. Look at that follow-up from Atto.
Phenomenal.
For Power, we know that they are capable, just as capable as Liquid, with getting rid of the ball. They can get that ball over the halfway line. Look how confident they are. Atto just lawyers around, knows the ball is coming his way.
And look at his positioning. He's so far forward. He was going for a boost steal, got it, turned around, and there's a clear...
Aggressively, they're just assuming at this point that they're going to get dusted on the way to the ball, so they're sitting back to go and say, surely, it's in. And it was another double commit, just like in the first game. A Liquid mistake, and it does result in a goal for Power.
Well, we usually say if you're going to double commit, you've got to win the ball, but in this position, you've got to at least hit the ball, one of you. Anything to work with.
Yeah, Liquid are just showing absolutely no respect to the Power counter-attack. No, they might need to know. It's gone straight in on a lot. How does this keep happening? I feel like Liquid have dominated all 10 minutes that we've seen so far. But a back corner pinch goes in off an Amphis fake. He's done well there. He's going to need to keep building that one. So, remember earlier on today, Dragon saying that he thinks all the English players are going to make it through to the top 8. Oh, great pass, actually. Hold that thought as Amphis able to finish off a phenomenal counter-attack started by Torsals.
Wow. I gotta say, there's so much credit needs to go to Amphis here, because the Amphis' just presence is giving them a shot.
And for me, it felt like the first minute of the last game, he didn't want to do that. He was a bit more passive, and now he's popping off after you're shouting him out.
2 goals for Amphis in 36 seconds. Again, it's Torsos with the assist, though. Keeps control of the sidewall play, chips in middle.
I thought it was safe because, hey, they got 3 players back, and then I realized that's all blue colored cards. And it still didn't end up going in.
There it is.
Oh, there we are.
Okay. Well, they really should have got that one a while ago because they were making the goal huge. So when you've got a teammate beside the net, you can pass the ball to him or you can shoot it, but the pass ended up being so far away. If they don't, then they're going to rely on Pioneers losing.
Who's got eyes on CJ? Where's he at?
CJ's celebrating.
We need
right
a CJ cam.
He's got to celebrate. Oh, he's celebrating now. That's more convincing from Liquid, more convincing from Atto.
All tied up now. And they managed to get the comeback. This is what they were looking for.
Throwing themselves at the ball here. They're trying to surprise
Oski's
Power
still going.
whenever they can with extra touches, with cuts of rotation. This is not a standard play, but it's
my.
slipped through. And if you look at the top right, you can see that there's absolutely no boost for Power to play with here. They're all just playing with such little amounts, and that was costly.
Yeah, Express, that was... Make sure I'm the option for my two teammates. But this player right here has been the difference maker for me. Oski has been such trouble. He's going to get the goal here. But Oski in game 3 has been the reason that Team Liquid have got this game.
Look at the way Achronic kills this too. He uses the bottom of his car. A lot of times you'll see players just go in.
Crazy considering that this format is really all about regions teaming up and helping each other improve. The final match of Power's landed event. Oh, hold on.
Wait.
Have we spoken too soon? Torsos bangs in a redirect. There's 5 seconds left. They've got to pull out a kickoff strat here from the training manual. What have they got in store?
And
Yes, the team that I'd say most people predicted to be the winners of this land and have come out and didn't really perform day one, but now could be their chance. Having said that, on the other side, as all of a sudden, it's happening.
It's happening already. CJ is cool. The potential is there right now for Pioneers to take this one. In all seriousness, this is exactly the start they would have wanted. Scrub there, coming from the side in the way of the ball, but Extra can break through that up against Super Lucky. Monkey Moon has a chance to get a clean touch. Can he wrap around this one and shoot? It's one touch, it's two. I think it's going in, and by a Seiko it is.
Look at the poise there from Monkey Moon. He really is different gravy when he's on the pitch, and he showed that there. Look at the poise to pop it up, and that's an easy finish for Seiko.
You know Monkey Moon's got that. And
As we expect, and I can't see this one being too clean for Team BDS if indeed they do end up winning it, but the pressure is all theirs right now. Banana Head, though, what a clearance that is. Super Lucky is there, and they counter so quickly.
That's what sometimes you need. Just you need that shot extra trying to put a top left corner, and that causes the counter attack. Sometimes you bite off more than you can chew, and that's what it was there. Super Lucky finding the
Team that
touch.
have won 2 regionals. We're going unbeaten after picking up the genius that is Seiko. This is a team that everyone else fears, but Pioneers don't fear them, almost making them cause an own goal. Banana Head's team's in.
They're picking up where they left off from game number 1. The aggression's coming out, and we're seeing hesitation from BDS. They're getting some missed touches, and Seiko isn't really doing much on the defensive side there.
challenging so early.
They are challenging well now in this second game. They have gone behind. They've made all the plays since then. As Extra sends it high, Banana Head though, he's the first one there. Look at the speed from Super Lucky.
Oh my goodness, what's happening?
No answer right now from BDS. Extra with a slight mistouch. He was panicked by Super Lucky's pressure, and that's what you need. Send bodies to the ball, and they'll force this is their positioning. They're very aggressive. They're not just going default, sitting back post. They've got that middleman in the midfield looking to cut it out, and that's something that you can always not do, but Seiko, there it is. Maybe it's time for him.
And finally time for Seiko to get into the game. Get in there right in front of net. And he cut off the line of
Great
Banana Head
pre-flip.
straight to the left of the net.
Past Extra, but Extra seems to have upped the pace himself. So now Team BDS closing down Pioneers at source themselves. Seiko to the side. Banana Head, look at the pace of Banana Head. Is that going all the way in? Where's the defense?
Where was BDS here? Who was back post? They were so slow to the ball. Obviously, Seiko taking up. That's another missed touch. You expect him to get 2 there. Pops it up, Banana Head, and that is as open of a net as you can. They're enjoying it as a team and not trying to, I guess, trash talk Monkey Moon, which I guess could bite you if he starts popping off.
I think there's also an advantage. BDS is such a big name,
my
and there's goal number 4. BDS are a big name. BDS who?
What just happened? We've got this is terrible defense. We've got an own goal here, an infield from Scrub. Thank you very much. And Monkey Moon.
Well, nothing working for Team BDS.
It's almost like BDS have those dark memories from LA. Although they denied the reverse sweep, I think they're in their heads right now. Pioneers.
Oh, you were talking about playing with your food in the first game. Super Lucky is having a feast.
BDS! They're getting sent back in at the moment by Super.
The only player showing that poise, but then in game 2, he's scoring own goals. So who do you look to now to BDS to stand up? No way off kick on.
No! How is that?
Pioneers.
How is this happening? BDS off the kickoff have let it go sailing past, and Scrub's going to score in 2 seconds.
And I mean, and it doesn't. Team BDS having to do more defending, but their touches are quite working. Lovely first touch from Super Lucky. This could be 2. The flip reset attempt. He's got under race, hit the crossbar, and there is Scrub doubling up for the Pioneers.
Super Lucky absolutely beaten this flip reset, but it doesn't matter because he faked out Extra anyway, and there's the follow-up from Scrub. That's a great confidence booster. 2-0.
2-0 now up against BDS in match point.
They're having an absolute party right now down there. Here comes Banana, and he's going to the ceiling. He's
Oh
over the top
my
of the stage.
God!
Monkey move! And Extra as well. The collapse continues.
You are kidding me, Banana Head. These kids are styling on them, these young fellas from OCE. Don't care who they're playing, it's BDS. Who?
You take BDS. Well, it is EU #1. OCE has never been EU #1, and this would be a moment, but wow, you can't speak too early. Monkey Moon has found a counterattack.
And suddenly it seems like there is a lot of time left on the clock with this touch from Monkey Moon to make it 3-1.
Yeah, and it's the mental demons maybe now. I know we saw with Space Station. It is possible for
Why'd you
Pioneers.
say it?
But it's over the top. There's no time left. Pioneers, they were already celebrating. No one cares what this ball is going to do. Pioneers have done it for OCE. They've done it for themselves. And they've done it to Team BDS.
3-0, a sweep over the EU #1 seed, if you don't mind, and make Worlds. Could you script a better moment?
The 16-year-old Australians flying 30 hours across the world, and they've got
Show here, you already see Archie just cutting through the Optic defense as this ball's in the corner. Play out, and that might be an open net. Shot will go through, and it'll be Drees with the first goal for Optic.
Taking it away to kick us off, Drees, that man where question marks have been raised historically, from the back line, sending it long within 30 seconds.
at the Spring Major, could not convert there.
A fantastic opportunity as well, just had to send it past that last keeper as the pass came in. But in the end, he comes in with his inaugural goal here in the lowers.
You see the speed. I mean, first of all, the control there, Gray 50, and Metanoris finally getting involved on the scoring like you
Seeing
got.
that,
This guy,
seeing the shill. Mate, I can't, no, it's Endpoint.
he's more biased than me on an NRG cast. My God.
I don't
It's going to
think
be a
that's
long
possible.
Oh, look at that. It's Alu with the strike. Top right corner to give Optic the lead.
Endpoint again having to play from behind as Optic don't let him celebrate, equalizing. Bavaria's a little bit faster. Now he'll throw under the backboard. Archie can't get up there, and Miss could not score either. Golden opportunity missed there by Optic, but they do score. Nobody got a hand up.
Endpoint, where are you existing right now? That is Optic smothering the entire blue half. Whilst there was nobody from Endpoint, Drees can rotate in.
They really got to get things together here, just try to figure out what Optic are doing and get more involved in the front. Look at this, relating Wave. There's a shot into the top left corner. Wave brings us within one.
Relating Wave, trying to smash down that green wall, Metza to the ceiling, and as it descends, he is there to send it right back behind
This
Alan.
may be a 1v3 here, Rob. No, it looks like everybody has shown up in game one.
Optic, such an interesting roster, and Alu's there to get the 1-2. The third will not be his, but Mist is able to secure, and again, that rotation so close, just to trust in Alu to get that past every defender, the double flip reset, and Mist in those opportunities.
We've seen that's been a big point of emphasis with RLCS teams lately and how not to do kickoffs, but Optic keeps Endpoint off the board. You saw they push forward, and Optic picked them apart.
Oh man, look at this. Beautiful work here for Drees. Gets the flip reset, pops it over Archie, and Miss with the follow-up. It just
a
looks
bigger performance than we saw in game number 1.
Oh, Drees, good infield pass to Illusion, and he almost tucked that in on the top side. Mist will follow it up, and Optic take the lead early.
Do you see the work here? The pass mid. Drees tried to do it all himself, but missed there to get the follow-up that
They could not actually put the ball anywhere on target. Everything's up to the backboard. It looked like a Harlem Globetrotters layup line. And now Mist, his shot just off the bar and in, and Optic doubles the lead.
Sometimes the simplest solution is the one you need to do, and Mist sees it hits the ground, and that man just hits it hard.
He's downfield, but that's a good ball played by Relating Wave. And Archie to find Metza Norris. You know, the longevity of Metza Norris and Illusion in their career has been incredible. Archie will get one back for Endpoint with 3 minutes left.
I thought Metza absolutely screwed that play up, to be completely honest. He got one touch to second touch, none of them really on target. I thought Ali might be able to get a shot out, but instead it falls to Optic regardless. It falls nicely for Drees, go for a shot, flip reset, but it's not for him. He played Faker.
And look at this, the team play, the level of trust here on a play like this. You see Drees with the touch out, doesn't try to go for anything else because he knows Miss is in the air. The follow-up.
To run up the score, Relating Wave can't connect. And now Archie Through the corner, got one on target as he slipped behind the defense. Endpoint back within one, just over a minute to go.
The goal explosion, potentially a ray of sunshine for Endpoint and European fans as a whole. The quick turn in the corner sends it directly to...
For the start of this game 3, it's been fairly quiet for Optic. It seems like they're just letting Endpoint bring the ball to them, and then they try to play the counterattack. There's a shot there, and it's Alu with the first goal of game 3.
The counter-attack, so effective every time we've seen Optic do it. They wait for their moment. They're sitting in the cave, striking like a moray eel.
All 3 games, Optic has scored first and very early on. Archie trying to make that save. They're running along the back wall. He didn't have any boost, and nobody had anything to work with here. Mist will score with a little bit of interference downfield, and Optic are cruising in game 3.
That is cruel. That is cruel.
Some of these bounces that they just can't read, and with 30 seconds remaining, they only have so many drives left. Mets are trying to get it here, and it does with the flip reset. There's still a chance for Endpoint.
Finally, something goes Endpoint's way, and it is Metza in the Gaudy Mobile. Alu isn't a